In the Kelso School District, the Special Programs Department encompasses a wide variety of services. We support academics, social emotional, communication, fine and gross motor, vision, hearing, adaptive, life skills, health services, and so much more. We support kids from the ages of 3 all the way to 21. We have a qualified staff that provides services to 16% of all Kelso students.
Avery has started off the school year in a very difficult place. We were doing daily room clears. She was not successful with her classroom teacher, with peers, and even our team.
When we start to work on a plan for a student, we start with what are the students' strengths? What are they good at? What are they interested in? For Avery, part of the team planning that we did was how do we get Avery connected? It can look like doing meaningful work throughout the school day to provide the students with an extra little dose of purpose.
She's made such a difference with this plan, and it has taken a lot of time and a lot of effort from all parties. And now she's celebrating positive moments instead of staying in negative moments. And she's proud of herself. And that's what we're really seeing, is she is proud of the progress she's making.
It's allowed her to be in the classroom so that she can be with her peers at circle time. She can be out at recess. She can be in PE. Those little examples of being in those places seem insignificant, but for a child, those are huge, huge milestones.
One of our really cool kids is Remy. When I started a little over 2 years ago, Remy was not walking, not really interacting with peers, not a lot of social interaction. He just kind of was here.
He was born with a really rare genetic disorder. In order to really understand how special Remy walking is, you have to understand that he couldn't roll over when he was a baby. He could only sit up, and he would not go anywhere. He would only just be around like this. That was his world. Immobility is really isolating.
Physical therapy for Remy looks a lot like doing a lot of walking with him right now. That's our biggest encouragement for him, is making him more independent with his walking, having him kind of access all his environment. So not only the classroom, out at recess, the hallways, PE.
Now he's up walking, he's interacting with his peers, he's got 3 that are his best friends. He will go find them.
It's not just me. Like I said, in all reality, most of it is the teacher, the para that works with him daily. So a lot of my physical therapy side of things is educating them as well.
Him making the choice to walk by himself and having the confidence to do that is a huge, huge thing for him. And he's playing with other kids, which for me is really huge too.
For the past 2 years, we have been recipients of the Digital Equity and Inclusion Grant from OSPI. This grant has allowed us to increase the access to technology in our district that helps students access their general education classroom, as well as increasing their ability to communicate with peers and others. At this point in time, we have 12 students in our district that are using communication devices full-time as their primary source of communication, and we have about 162 other iPads that are in general use being shared by students throughout the district.
I would like cheese pizza.
Having the iPad for Jose is huge in a lot of different ways. It gives him a lot more communication with his peers, with his teachers, and allows him to kind of choose words that he might not normally use, but with the pictures, with the words, it gives him a little more cognition in learning new words, but building his vocabulary.
T W.
He spends time using it for spelling. He uses it for writing. He loves to take pictures, and that's a great thing for him to be able to interact with other people, because he takes pictures and then can show them things that are going on, and then he uses the communication portion of it to kind of tell his story and what's been going on with him. So the iPad gives him access to more people, more opportunities, and just to be out in the world more, which is exactly what we want for him.
In addition to the iPads, this grant has allowed us to purchase 8 scanning pens that we have available to students throughout the district. The students are able to use the scanning pens to help them read materials that otherwise they weren't able to read on their own.
Scan the first part and then scan this, and then it might make sense if you keep on doing that over and over. And then I usually get most of those questions right because of that. You could scan a word if you go to a setting on it, and it will read the definition of it.
Greeted. 1. To greet someone is to welcome them when they arrive.
The goals that we're really trying to highlight within special programs are providing students with access to their education, increasing their level of independence, and also making sure that they are included within their general education environment.
I think the key to success for this program is people who are in it, heart, mind, and soul. And it's not just me, it's also all my assistants. Because if I didn't have excellent assistants, there's no way I could make this significant of a difference by myself.
I have an administrative team at school that is supportive. I have teachers that are supportive of the work. I have a phenomenal paraeducator team, and I do it for my kids.
Kelso strong! We are Kelso.
Kelso strong.
Kelso strong.
Remy and I are Kelso.
Kelso strong.
We are Kelso.